We'll just cool out.
Podium music. Podium music.
Damn, I spit that lism to whoever. Run down on whoever. Ask me how I do, I'm doing better. Pink palette jumped over new era. Hold on. Oh, that's your baby mom forever. She don't speak the same.
This is your girl Amanda Coco with another Breeze interview. I have a big deal right here, Mr. Lance Sanders. Okay, Lance Sanders.
Better known as LG Burner.
Oh, okay, that's what I was gonna ask you.
Yeah, it's cool. Better known as LG Burner.
Okay.
So
That's what's
I'm
up.
happy to be here. Definitely old friend of mine. So
Yeah, we go way back to college years that I could barely remember. 'Cause, you know
all of us can barely remember. You know how it goes.
Correct. But you're doing really big things. Full Circle Entertainment. We're gonna get into that a little bit later. Can I say congratulations about your engagement?
You can.
Okay, congratulations. You just got engaged, and that's a big deal. That's really a big deal. That's a major move. So tell me a little bit about where you're from, how you started, and basically where you're from, basically.
I'm from Durham, man, and a lot of people think I'm from the 252 because I've been out here for like 8-9 years, but I'm from Durham, North Carolina. Moved there in '96, graduated high school 2006, man, and I actually started doing parties there.
In high school?
In high school, I used to do house parties and charge to get into house parties.
Really?
Yeah, and I mean, we were making $600-700
In high school?
junior year of high school doing parties. I was like, man, good at this. Like, this is something I need to keep doing, So that's how I really got started doing the party thing.
Were you throwing parties at your house or like at other people's
my
houses?
Mama's basement.
In your mom's
My
basement?
mama's basement. She was cool with it. So.
Did she make you cut her some of the money?
Nah,
Like, give me some of that money.
My mama, man, I had everything I needed in life. You know what I'm saying? I didn't come from a bad background where I really had to struggle on what I needed.
That's
My
good.
mama told me, 3rd grade, if you want it, you have to go get it yourself.
That's right. Shout out to Mom Dudes.
So,
That's
she gave me
awesome.
everything I needed, a house to stay in, the clothes I needed, but anything I wanted, I had to go get myself. And I've been working at jobs since 14, legally able to start working.
Right. So you always been a hard worker.
Yeah.
That's
Definitely.
awesome. So was it just you when you were throwing these house parties?
Me and
or
my
was
little
it
brother, man.
your
Me and my
little brother?
So, we call ourselves the Weaver Street Boys. That's where we grew up on Weaver Street. We
Y'all
just
was a
had
squad.
parties. Yeah, just had parties, man. Used to get the airbrush shirts and all that. So,
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, we're gonna have to bust out some pictures from
Oh,
Polaroids.
man.
That's gonna be dope.
Yeah.
So moving forward a little bit, and college is when I met you, and Elizabeth City. We're not gonna talk about how, but I met you in Elizabeth City. It seemed like when we were in Elizabeth City, you weren't on it. You wasn't throwing parties like that. It seemed like.
I went to Fayetteville State first.
Oh,
I went
okay.
to Fayetteville State for 2 years, 2006 2008, and I was doing parties super heavy. I wanted to start my own entertainment group when I got out there, but people that were around me, they weren't really feeling it, so I got brought in by Beltmine Entertainment.
Beltmine
Entertainment, yeah. And they basically took the talent I had from just being a young kid that knew everybody.
Yeah.
I mean, I started off being a flyer boy, so Monday through Thursday, I'm out on cars putting out flyers.
So a flyer boy, that's like old school kind of like that sounds like really old school.
On the ground putting out flyers. Hey, you need to be at this event, this step show, putting out flyers.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm hitting everybody's dorm. And to be honest, Joe, I mean, I was making like $40 doing that. To be honest.
Really?
To be honest, I wasn't making no money.
But it probably said how you should promote. It probably laid a great foundation.
It taught me what you had to do to get the word out for whatever you wanted to do.
Yeah.
So I'm definitely appreciative of that. I mean, I've probably worked almost every position in the club outside the weekend.
Really?
I did security. I
can imagine.
I did everything possible, you know what I'm saying, to be in the club scene. You know, so at one point in time, I was looking to go get my bartending license. I wanted to be able to do everything.
You just wanted, you had to be around it.
Yeah, I love being around it. I love seeing people smile. So
that's super dope.
So
I really respect the fact that you were a flyer boy, and you kind of that's really resonating with me because a lot of promoters don't get out there and do the groundwork no more.
We still do that to this day. Like, I I'm having an event, man, and I want it to be big, I'll go print out flyers and go put them out myself.
Really?
You know, like to this day.
Now, do you pay anybody to do that? Because my son is gonna get older and he's gonna need a job.
Well, see, man, it's kind of hard.
Yeah.
It's hard to be honest, man, because I don't feel like everybody has that same work ethic I have. Like I could be like, hey, go put these flyers out. I'm gonna give you $40 to put these flyers out. You know, what's it say? They don't put that $40 in their pocket and throw the flyers in the trash can.
I know.
So I go out there and do it myself just because, to be honest, I got trust issues when it comes to this business because it's a snaky business. So
Yeah, I can definitely imagine that, but it's a key alert. You know, you got to be a hard worker in this business to really get to another level. That's really super dope. Let's talk about, we'll stay in Elizabeth City. And what was your turning point when you knew, because that's probably, in Elizabeth City, is probably when you knew you was going to just start throwing parties?
Well, I transferred to Elizabeth City. I had some issues in Fayetteville, and I transferred up there, and I kind of took a break. I didn't do too much. I was like, man, I just want to come out here. I want to focus on school. I want to focus on football.
Right.
And I started freelance promoting for KISS Entertainment out of Durham. You know, and I was freelance promoting. I was doing stuff here and there. And me, a couple of my boys, we'd always go home for the parties. And then next thing we know, you know, we start seeing people from Elizabeth City in there.
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay, people are actually paying attention to what I'm doing out here. So, you know, after we get like 30, 40 people from Elizabeth City traveling 3 hours to Durham to come to a party.
Right.
I'm like, okay, man, we need to start doing this back again up here. Like, I'm playing with this. This is something I'm really good at.
Yeah.
So that's really what I started doing, you know what I'm saying, parties out in Eastern North Carolina.
Okay, that's what's up. Now, for the parties, and what was your first major party that you did in Elizabeth City that everybody, like, would you say was your pivotal party? Because I'm pretty sure you had that one party in your head that was like, yo, this was the party.
We did an all-white open bar at Biker Fest.
I think I remember that.
I want to say 2013, we did an all-white open bar at Biker Fest. And I don't know if y'all are familiar with Elizabeth City, but it's very, very rare that a party goes off without a fight.
Right.
It's just rare. We had an open bar party, and it wasn't like an open bar party where you can only drink the wine mixers. I mean, we were serving Grey Goose, Ciroc, Hennessy. We had no issues, man.
Quality.
Yeah, all top shelf liquor.
Shout out to the quality of full
And we
circle.
didn't have any issues, any problems, anything like that. So, I mean, that was it. That's when everybody kind of took us and was like, oh, they're not really playing anymore.
Right.
And it got me a lot of respect throughout North Carolina because nobody associates the 252 with being urban, with being able to have real parties.
Stylish, sophisticated. Mm-hmm.
So when we did that in 252, you know what I'm saying? I know a lot of other promoters, a lot of other event planners hit me up like, hey, man, I want to work with you. Because if you can do that in Elizabeth City, I can only imagine what you can do with Charlotte.
It was so sexy. I remember seeing footage from I love all white anyway. And it was so sexy how you had the tent, you had the people, I mean, all my home people were there. I was at home because I had a baby. But when I looked at the footage of it, it was kind of like it was like being from Greenville, it was like, oh my God, looks like a Raleigh party, a Virginia party, you know what I'm saying? It was super dope. So that was awesome. That was awesome. So you're really doing the damn thing. So you transferred from Elizabeth City. Talk about how you throw parties here in Greenville also. Because you get it to them in Greenville for real.
Full Circle actually started in Greenville.
Okay.
It started in Greenville. One of my young fraternity brothers, he said, hey man, you know, do this party with me. I said, man, you know, I'm not really messing with it. This was 2011. And we did a party down here, I want to say half an hour. Crazy. Capacity, fire marshal came through, ALE came through. I mean, they tried to do everything they could to shut it down.
Of course.
So, you know, after that, like, man, you know, we need to do this. So that's when we came up with the name Full Circle. And we went on from there. We started doing parties like every...
Name some of the parties that you've done, like the name, like I know you got the rave. I know you got, did you do anything with Run ECU Homecoming?
I work with We Run ECU
every homecoming. And Have Not Entertainment.
Yeah,
you work with them too.
Every homecoming, you know, we'll be at the convention center this year, of course.
Right.
We work together every homecoming, but, you know, when I first moved down here, there were other entertainment groups, and to be quite frank, they didn't like me. You know,
Nobody
especially-
likes competition.
Yeah, competition, and then it was kind of like, yo, this guy didn't even go to ECU. You know, and of course they tried to put that stigma that I was a local and all that, but it didn't really matter because we were doing stuff that they weren't doing, like getting flyers and going to
Right, going hard.
everywhere,
Right.
everywhere and putting out flyers. So we were still getting success, whether they liked it or not. So a lot of people had an issue with that, but you know, we resolved all that. People were younger, you know, and nobody likes direct competition. You know,
Correct.
so they felt like, you know, this guy's coming from Elizabeth City and he's trying to take our market.
Right.
Which-
How do you handle competition?
I don't really acknowledge. I study the competition. I'm very well in the competition. I pretty much know everything they're doing, but I'm not going to acknowledge it.
Right.
Simple as that. I mean, unless you bring it to my front door, I'm not going to say anything about you. You know?
Right.
This is how I am. But I know everything that they're doing
Yeah.
from Charlotte to here. I
Right.
pay attention to everybody just because, I mean, you need to know what your competition is doing.
Yeah, I feel like when it comes to competition, there really is none except yourself.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You can't eat your food looking at somebody else's plate.
Exactly.
So that's pretty dope. So you have some stuff coming up this year,
Correct.
and tell us about your stuff. Let's get the people to where we gonna be at. Where
Of
we
course,
at?
Memorial Day, we're going to be in Raleigh. We'll be working at North. We're going to have a day party on Sunday, which is going to be super dope, man. The people I'm doing it with, everybody is probably 27 plus. So we really go for that 25 plus crowd. That's the crowd that I really work with.
Right, and I know DJ Bobby Drake is
Bobby
with
Drake,
you, is doing it.
Sean Henderson, Marcel Winston. You know, it's kind of dope, man. We all the promoters around my age, you know, I'm 27 years old. We kind of have a decent relationship, man. We don't really step on each other's toes. We
Yeah.
collaborate when it makes sense. So that's one of the
How
differences.
do you cultivate those kind of relationships? Like, how do you keep so much integrity into what y'all do? Because it seems like when you can collaborate with a lot of people, there's a lot of mutual respect there.
I mean, I think everybody's kind of thinking of the longevity, man. Not you're not gonna make $4,000, $5,000 off every event.
Right.
You know, sometimes you don't make a bunch of money, and people don't really put themselves in a situation to build those relationships. You know, I may have did this party and only made $500, but I built a relationship with somebody in Charlotte.
Right.
Now I have a connect in Charlotte when I want to do an event down there. I can call them up about an issue. So
It's so funny that you said that because I think a lot of, well, let's talk about the reason why we're doing this interview is because I feel like there's been I don't know what to say, a bunch of promoters sprouting out of
Right.
everywhere in Greenville. And I think, and everybody's party is not profitable.
right.
You get what I'm saying? So how did you get past the times where there weren't parties that all your parties didn't
Yeah.
jump? So how did you get past those times where the parties really didn't jump?
I mean, you got to learn to take L's. I mean, this business is gambling, just like any other business in the world. You
Mhm.
never really, you're basing your profits off a consumer.
Right.
You know, regardless if people just want to think that, you know, they're coming to a party just to support you, you're still getting something out of it. You know, you can say you're giving me $5, $10 to support me, but in reality, you're getting to come out and have a good time. You might meet a significant other.
Mhm.
You're getting something out of it. So you're basing your business off a consumer. So,
Right.
you know, if I have a party that's not popping, I do everything in my power to make sure the people that are there have a good time.
Okay. That's smart.
You know, and I know that you have to take losses in business. You know, not everything is going to be a win. You know, I may take a loss here, but I built this relationship with this, and this person, and now they're coming to this party here.
Correct.
So,
That's what's up. That's super dope. Like, I say that a lot. That's my thing. Okay, so we're having the Raleigh party on Memorial Day weekend. The day party, is it just a day party?
it's just a day party.
Okay. I thought you was doing like something for your birthday.
That is at the end of July.
Okay.
That is at the end of July. Before that, I have Atlanta Group Picnic in Atlanta.
That's what I wanted to talk to you about, the Atlantic Creek picnic.
So I have that, and we'll be at Compound Friday night. We'll have the picnic on Saturday, and then
Now, are Greeks only allowed to go to this?
that's just at the picnic. Everything else, the parties,
Uh-huh.
everything else is open to everybody.
Okay, just the picnic is
Yeah.
for the Greeks.
And, you know, and Man, I started with them in 2012. I mean, I had people from Elizabeth City that weren't Greek come down and buy like sections.
Yeah.
So that's kind of, you know what I'm saying, that's what makes me always want to do something for the Lids, because they support wherever we're at.
Right,
So
right.
it's definitely been
Right,
huge,
Viking
man.
pride.
Yeah, definitely love Elizabeth City, man. They definitely put us where we're at.
That's what's up, for real. Now back, I wanna really get into this Atlanta Greek picnic because I'm gonna transition to the Great Escape.
Right.
So, in Atlanta, talk about how did you get there? Like, was it because of your affiliation with your
Well,
fraternity, or like how did that?
Of course, I'm an Omega, I'm a Q dog,
Mhm.
of course. Member of Omega Psi Phi Fraternity Incorporated. Anybody watch it?
Okay,
gotta say it
you
right,
gotta
you
do
know.
what you gotta
Gotta say
do.
it right. But
I know how it is. You gotta do what you gotta do.
the CEO one day was on Twitter, man, kind of like, yo, does anybody, not even asking for help, but does anybody want to make money with Atlanta Picnic? DM us. A lot of people are afraid to take chances. And it's not really a chance.
Right.
DM them, what's up? You know, what do you need from me?
Yeah.
They said, hey, look, man, I'm gonna put you on this party Friday night. You know, well, where do you work out of? North Carolina, South Carolina, Virginia. Cool, perfect. I'm gonna put you on this party for Friday night. And I'll never forget, it was at Georgia Freight Depot.
Is this in Georgia?
This is in Georgia.
Okay.
This is in Atlanta. It's at Georgia Freight Depot. They had Young Dro. And the host name was Young Bachi. This dude in Atlanta, big in Atlanta, he's a cool dude. I got the flyer. You know, he sent me the flyer. My name wasn't anywhere on it. I never forget, it was people in my camp. Like, oh, so you're Young Bachi now. Like, everybody was making fun of me, like, yo, you're promoting this party, and your name isn't anywhere on it.
Right.
Nothing, it's just, you're just promoting a party. Like,
Right.
you're a fly boy. I mean, people were like cracking jokes.
Going
in
in on you.
Yeah, in my own camp. And I was just like, dang, like, this is crazy. Man, I went super hard. That's probably one of the hardest parties I ever went for.
Really?
Super hard.
Why? Why did you go so hard?
I saw relationships.
Right.
Business relationships. I saw the magnitude of the event. You know, they do 15,000 people.
Yeah.
You know, 15,000 people, 20,000 people throughout the weekend.
Right. So you were thinking about the long haul.
I'm like, man, I want to be a part of this. Like, I want to be a part of this weekend. And I'll never forget the CEO said, oh, you're going really hard for this for your name not to be on. I said, man, I want to be a part of this.
Right. Whatever y'all got going on.
The next year, and since then, my name has been on the flyers for the parties.
That's what's
You
up.
know, he's given me that exposure.
Yeah.
And that was a relationship that, you know, so I'm so thankful for him because he gives me advice. He has 15 to 20 years in event planning. I can call him anytime for advice.
Right. And that's more important than
The monetary. I don't,
It
you know what I'm
is.
saying?
It
Just to have
is.
somebody in my corner where I can call it, hey man, what would you do about this event? Or what would you do about this
Yeah,
idea?
that's everything.
And to have somebody with, you know, I've been doing this for 10 years that has 10 more years experience than me.
That's everything.
You know what I'm saying? I have a mentor that I can call at any point in time.
That's
So
everything.
shout out
Like,
to T What Works, you know.
Yeah, that's
appreciate you definitely.
everything. That is everything. And I like how you say you went hard because that made me go back to what we was talking about in the beginning. Like
Yeah.
you already know how to get
Go,
out there
you gotta
and
go out there,
do
man.
it and do it and get it done.
You gotta prove your worth, man.
Yeah.
And in
You
this
gotta
business,
prove your worth. Prove your worth. Key.
in this business, man, you're only as good as your last event. Period.
Yeah.
Period. I mean, I've seen people in Greenville, man, that have 2-3 years of great events, man, and they throw a terrible event, something happens, and they're done.
Yeah.
They're done because you're only as good. That's gonna leave that taste in people's mouth, man. It doesn't. It's a business. Like,
Yeah.
if you come to a party and it's terrible, that's what they're gonna remember. They don't
Yeah,
remember
your
that they did.
reputation is
Yeah,
everything.
they don't remember that you did 30 good parties before that. But if
Right.
you have one bad party, they're gonna remember that. You have to do everything in your power to work back uphill from that. So
Right.
I try to avoid that as much as possible at this point in
I
time.
feel you when somebody was, because we having, I have a tennis tournament this week, not this week, Memorial Day weekend in Raleigh. I'm like, yo, Lance is having a party. His
Yeah.
parties be lit. His parties be lit. And they're like, oh yeah, I'm trying to go. Like, who's Lance? I'm like, oh, you don't even know.
Yeah.
I done went on your website, showed them whatever. And that's super dope. So you're gonna be in Compound for Atlanta Greek.
Compound Friday night and America's Mart on Saturday.
So for your birthday bash, you're buying 100 pounds of chicken.
We tell everybody to bring a bottle through. We had a cookout. Cookout goes Friday night, man. It's just kind of my appreciation to everybody for supporting me you know, throughout the year.
Oh, we got to be there. Breeze
Yeah.
is about to be all
Yeah,
up in
so
and through there.
It's a good time, man. It's not, I ain't really say it's a party, it's more of a fellowship, man. Everybody
Yeah.
comes through, just hangs out, man, kicks it. It's
Right.
never no drama. Saturday morning, we have community service. So
I'm down for that. You know,
Yeah,
you know I'm
definitely,
down for
definitely.
that.
I
You know
do
I'm
a
with
community service event in Durham because I do always love to give back to the place that made me
it. Yeah.
who I am and it taught me how to hustle. So I always try to do something for that. We just added it last year, but I mean I did community service throughout the year. Always welcome to hit me up, man, and come do something.
Right. Where can they hit you up for the community service?
Full-circleusa.com. There's a contact section. You can contact me. I'm pretty much open to anybody, man, almost all the time. I don't really stress about that. Don't call me on the nonsense, but
Right. Because he's about to be married and
Yeah.
he don't got time for that.
yeah.
Okay, so real quick, the Great Escape.
The Winter Escape.
The Winter Escape. I keep calling it the Great
Okay.
Escape because it is a great
Yeah,
escape.
it is.
So
That is
talk
gonna
about
be
that. What
this
is it?
year. It is a winter escape, basically. So we go somewhere in the winter, usually Super Bowl weekend, and it's a mix of young professionals, man, from all over the country. I think we did 13 different states last year. So we did about 200 people on a cruise last year. We went to the Bahamas, man. It's a good time to network and be around people of your same age. A lot of people, you know, our age don't really like going out so much because there's always some drama.
Right.
So, you know, this event, you know,
How long is it?
4 days, 3
4
nights.
days, 3 nights.
Yeah, so this year is going to be February 3rd through the 6th. We're going to Curacao. It's a private Caribbean island, so it's going to be dope.
It
man.
is. I'm excited. I'm sitting here like, I'm about to go right now.
It's going to be dope. Like I said,
How
man,
can they get in contact with you?
everything runs through the website.
Everything runs
Everything
through
through the website.
www.full-circleusa.com. Yeah.
Or you can follow me on Twitter at LG Burner, and I promote all the time. And if you don't like people promoting on your timeline, I'm probably not the one to follow, but repetition is everything in marketing. So
Right. If you had 3 keys to success before we close out, give us the 3 keys to success.
network. Your network is your net worth. If you're not networking,
Your network is your net worth.
If you're not networking, that's not good. Work hard, period.
Work hard.
Work hard, period. You need to do everything in your power to get where you want to be.
Right.
You know, I work tirelessly on events. You know, I mean, sometimes 4 o'clock in the morning, just up planning,
Yeah.
sketching stuff out, and Xing it off, man, mapping out venues.
Yeah.
And the last one is be humble, man. You know, Jay-Z, Puff Daddy, man, we're not there yet. I still don't feel like I've made it. And a lot of people give me a lot of credit, a lot of accolades. I've won #2 day party at CIAA.
Yeah.
I've done all
Are
that.
y'all doing anything for the All-Star weekend?
Yeah, I got a little trick
you
on
can
my
bring
sleeve
your
for that.
hands to
Yeah,
that.
I got a little trick on my sleeve for that. You know, hopefully it stays in North Carolina, but
Hopefully it stays
definitely
in
been
North
working very, very hard on that.
Yeah, I can imagine. I'm ready for All-Star weekend.
It's gonna be different, man, because I actually stay away from celebrities, so it's gonna be different.
Really?
I don't really like having celebrity parties, man. I like to have parties for regular people, man. You know.
Why?
They're more fun.
Yeah.
People go see celebrities, and you're not really trying to mingle. You're trying to see that celebrity.
Yeah.
So you know, if you go to a party where it's $20, you know, you don't feel like you spend too much.
Yeah,
You come in there, have a good time, man. You know, with a celebrity, yeah, I gotta pay him, so I gotta charge you $40, $50 because I gotta pay him 10 grand.
To
You know,
sit down
yeah,
and
to sit
just
down and chill. I
be
mean,
cute.
nothing against celebrities. I'll do it when it makes sense, but if it doesn't make sense, I don't do it.
Well, it don't matter. We in Charlotte. I'm going wherever Full Circle at. You can best believe that.
Yeah.
So I want to say thank you for coming. This has been. I'm really proud of you. Let me start. I'm really proud of you, and I'm really happy that you are cultivating your craft and you're really doing what you need to do. You know, and you're about to get engaged. Congratulations. Go girl. And thank you for coming. Is there anything you want to tell the people? Let them know anything?
Well,
Anything you want to ask?
I appreciate you having me, definitely. I enjoy what you're doing. You're very, very passionate about what you're doing, and that's going to take you a long way. So that's just it, man. And like I said, man, be humble, man. A lot of people are entirely too big for their britches in this business, and that's, you know,
Yeah.
Seriously.
Well, I'm Amanda Coco. This is Lance Sanders, aka LG Burner. Do we call you LG Burner or do we call you Lance Sanders?
Everybody calls me LG Burner.
Okay, so this is Amanda Coco, and this is LG Burner, Full Circle Entertainment. Anything you want to know about what he has going on, you go to, tell us the website.
www.full-circleusa.com. And I'm gonna get her because it's Full Circle USA.
Full Circle USA.
Snow Entertainment, man.
That's why I tried to get him to say it, because I was like,
Nah, we don't put an entertainment on it because we don't want to put ourselves in a box, man.
okay.
We can plan anything, your wedding, your funeral if you want to pay us, anything you want us to plan, we can do. So we don't just do
put
parties.
that in my will, because I need a party.
Yeah, we don't just do parties, we do everything. So
Okay, so for the record, Bree's interview record, go ahead and say your website, and I'm just not gonna say it.
www.full-circleusa.com.
And we out.
Alright, look, what's up, primo? What's the credo? I'm just pulling up on corners like I'm Debo. This that uptown cool indictment, where the Nemo. This that white girl kissing white girl on the speedboat, sniffing white girl.